Hello and welcome to Season 15, Week 1. I am your host, F. Lipinski, and joining me tonight is my co-host, Ninja Salad. All right, hello, Ninja. I was waiting for a hello, but all right, that's that's fine. Thank you everybody for coming in to watch one of the first casted matches. I believe there's been one other match casted so far for this season. As you can tell, we have a brand new streaming deck, so I hope you guys will all enjoy and still bear with us, as this is my first time officially casting with this deck. So I'm going to try to my best ability to not make any mistakes, even though those still happened on the last deck. So, you definitely got to have to be patient with me there. Tonight's match, we have Death Wish versus Unity. These are two teams that a lot of people are going to be familiar with, as they've been around for a couple of seasons, especially Unity here. I think they've been around for maybe 5 seasons now. This is either their 5th or 6th season, and these teams have quite a few players that are really strong in Onward. And I just want to go through and talk about each team real quick. So from Death Wish right now, based off of Season 14 stats, they had a really well played match against Optimus Elite, where they won 12-3. So I think that was one of their best matches that season. And they did struggle. I think one of their matches that sure did teach them some valuable lessons was against Benchwarmers, where they went 1-12. They had a 50% win rate overall that season, with Tanker and Bazaar being their most successful maps, and Subway is one of their maps they struggled with most, only winning 1 out of 8 matches there. In their map pool for this team, there's 4 maps I kind of want to hover over and talk about, and those maps are Bazaar, Tanker, Subway, and Downfall. Bazaar is a map that they play really well on. They had an 80% map win rate and a 61% round win rate, while Tanker, they had a 100% map win rate. You don't see a lot of those undefeated maps for a lot of teams, while they also had a 67 round win rate as well. So those are 2 very strong maps for Death Wish. For Subway, on the other hand, they had a 13% map win rate and a 36% round win rate. So they certainly struggled on that map a lot during Season 14. We'll see how Season 15 treats them on that. And for Downfall, a 40% map win rate and a 48% round win rate. So a little bit below the average there on Downfall as well. So, overall, Death Wish, they're a solid competitor, and they have a pretty solid map pool as well. Their second worst map is, only a 48% round win rate, which, if that's my worst round win rate on my maps, I would take that any day, because that's not bad at all. That's saving you MMR there if you're playing that map. From Unity, on the other hand, we've got in Season 14 against Misfits, they won 12-0 with a nice sweep there, which is something that is extremely difficult to do, to win every single round. You don't see a lot of those. Maybe we might see it sometime this season, hopefully on cast. And they lost against Latin Force 14-4. So they certainly got a little bit both sides of the spectrum that season, while sweeping a team and getting swept on. So we'll see how much they learn from their mistakes and were able to take note on what worked against Misfits to carry them into Season 15. They have a 38% win rate overall from Season 14, so it is quite a bit lower than the 50% from Death Wish. Subway and Cargo are their most successful maps, and their worst map is Snow Peak, losing all 3 matches last season. From their map pool, Subway and Cargo being their strongest. Subway 75% map win rate, 59% round win rate, so super strong map for them. Cargo 50% map win rate and a 58% round win rate. So their second best map is only about at the average. Tanker having a 25% map win rate and a 46% round win rate. So one of their worst maps doing a little bit less than 3/4 of the league there. And Snow Peak, a 0% map win rate and a 29% round win rate. So you could already tell kind of what direction they might be going with for bans tonight. I think Deathwish might have the slight advantage to win tonight personally. I do want to get your feedback on that as well, Ninja. I think that overall they have a better overall win rate from season 14. Their best maps are Bazaar and Tanker, and those are maps that Unity is least likely to ban. Maybe Tanker. Unity has a few strong maps of their own, so it's not a sure thing, though. Subway and Cargo. I mean, what do you think that we might see going into tonight?
I'm not quite sure, because with the new update that Onward released a couple weeks ago now, it's definitely thrown up a lot of new strategies, other things that have come into the circle of what is meta now. They brought in the slowed motion. They brought in the RNG recoil system. So season 14 stats might not play as an important role in season 15. I'm not sure yet. We're seeing some interesting matchups so far in this week 1. I don't know. I'd have to go with Unity on this one. Unity has a little bit more history. They go back to, I believe, the 1.7 days, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've been around long enough to have that knowledge of the slower motion. They've had some veteran players, so I think Unity's going to have the upper hand with that old existing knowledge of the legacy Onward system.
I think that's a fair point, although I think the only person that will actually carry them in that sense is only Ike, just because I think only Ike is the only remaining player that had played at that time, back when there was 1.7, where it was a lot slower movement than we see season 14, for example. So I think it's tough to kind of call, what team, once again. I mean, both teams definitely have their strengths. I think, Deathwish, they have a very strong map pool. I mean, most maps they do really well on, and they don't usually get swept on these maps. They had a really great round win percentage. So at the very least, if they lose a map, they're likely getting at least 2 points on it. They have a pretty good mix of players. I mean, I think recently, season 14, towards the end, they showed that they're a little bit mixed on how they were playing. I think really what's going to decide who wins tonight is who's been practicing the most recently in scrimmages. I think if you're one of those teams who were like, we don't practice in the off season, we'll start when the season starts. You could probably do that season 13 to season 14, but a lot has changed between season 14 and 15 with this big update. So if you're not practicing with this new movement speed and learning where the timings are on this map, you're not going to probably come out on top.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. We've my team, and I'm sure your team have been scrimming and trying to understand, we getting the timing down. How long does it take to reach a certain spot before the other team? That was key in a lot of season 11 to season 14, just memorizing the timing of how long does it take my body to reach this equation or this spot before the enemy does. And that's, with this global movement we've seen slow down, I've had to retest every single route I've ever taken in Onward, and doing it in pub lobbies and alone. I've spent quite a few time in free roam, just running.
Yeah,
just having a stopwatch and just running to the next spot.
I've been watching a lot more nades come out recently on some scrimmages and matches. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've seen so many nade kills. I think part of it is because you see a nade and it's not as easy to run away from it anymore, you know?
Right, exactly. And I think it has also to do with the flash system as well. You know, flash and the difference between a flash and a grenade is only 1 point, where prior to this it was 2 points. It was cost the same as a smoke. So you're definitely seeing a mix-up in utilities. You know, this definitely keeps the Onward scene more exciting. You know, meta's changing. We saw in the earlier this week, we saw in the Imperial matchup a P90 come out to play. I haven't seen that in a league match in a very long time. So
I'm still waiting for the day where we see a team take a P90, the Commando, some like an SKS on Suburbia, like just some random guns, and see what they do. You know, actually, that reminds me of when there was one season where we had a team that were just the developers of Onward, like DPI. They were like, we're gonna play, and I think they went back to making the maps after 2 weeks. They didn't stay for very long, but they were using a lot more unconventional plays.
Yeah, the competitive scene definitely brings in, you know, a different level of map testing, so to speak, than the traditional public lobby. You know, I've seen competitive players come up with the weirdest angles. You know, and once it's caught on, unfortunately, once it's caught on cast, or once it's caught in a public lobby, your trade secrets are no longer trade secrets anymore. Everybody pull out their pen and pencil and just start scribbling that spot down.
Sometimes you'll see things from season 5 making a comeback because everyone's memorizing the plays from season 10, season 9, season 12. But the things that were meta back in season 5, well, granted that the maps are still the same, you know, in those scenarios, you might see those plays come back. I've certainly brought some plays that I used to do back in season 5 back, you know, just now, because movements are a lot slower, but only on certain maps, because so many maps have changed. I mean, Bazaar has changed slightly. Quarantine, not even close to being the same. Abandoned, that's not even in the map pool anymore. Wow, like what happened to Abandoned? You know, like,
yeah, that's.
I love
there's some aspects of some maps. You know, they. I've seen boxes moved like a foot to the left or a foot to the right, like even just between the past 2 updates. You know, just remembering, like, I specifically remember being able to hold this angle
exactly.
And then there's a box in my way now, or there's the corner of a tree. You know, Snow Peak brought in all the shrubbery back. So you're seeing all those snow leaves instead of the dead sticks or whatever that it used to be in the older updates or the newer updates. So it's a lot harder to get those longer angles on Snow Peak now. I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the map bans, because we do have those. So the map bans today, do you want to tell us what those map bans are, Ninja?
Yes, let me pull this up real quick. All right, so from Death Wish, we have an interesting ban set. We have Subway and Downfall. So we have a medium to close range ban coming and a long range ban coming. I don't... It's hard to build a correlation and a talking point for that, unfortunately. And then from Unity, we have Shipyard and Snow Peak. So then you have the opposite side where it's a medium to medium large with a little bit close quarters in Snow Peak. So both you're seeing 2 large range maps, leaving only Q1 left in the map pool as the large maps. And then for mediums, you got a few medium maps left. So it looks like we're going to go with small medium maps for this matchup tonight.
I'd be curious if we saw Tanker for map 3 by Death Wish, because that is a map that was their second, or that was actually their best map that Death Wish played in season 1. Or not, what am I talking about? Season 14. That was their best map for win rate and round win rate. Fair, although they didn't play it nearly as many times as Bazaar. And it's the second worst map that Unity played in season 14. So I wouldn't be shocked to see it as a map 3 or maybe Bazaar for map 3 by Deathwish. We'll kind of see how Deathwish plays on Arctic, because Tanker is very similar in size and close quarters as Arctic is. So if Deathwish struggle on map 1, they may not choose to do Tanker on map 3. What do you think?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. You know, this all goes back to like the new update, because like Tanker, you know, for the longest time, everything we knew about Tanker is the windows were non-penetrable.
Yes.
Now, like with the windows being penetrable in this newest update, it throws a curveball. It was one of like my least favorite things is playing the peekaboo match with the
windows.
The windows.
It was far objective in the building.
Yeah, it was just the most terrible thing. It's like, I know he's there. I know they can shoot me. But if I expose myself, they're just going to call me out, and I can do nothing about this except waste utility and smoke. And it's just, now, you know, that was the biggest change with the new update. You know, you saw in pub lobbies instantly people were not standing in windows anymore.
Right.
They learned real quickly that those windows, but yeah, like it season 15, you know, update 11 for Onward, it is putting it's definitely anything's on the table, I should say.
No, I agree. I'm curious to see when this match is going to start.
It looks like we have one reservist.
Okay.
On a Deathwish side, it looks like they pulled in Zinru. But we're still waiting on one more for
Zinrushi, or no, Zinruzishi. Zin is what I'll call Zin.
Yeah, everybody calls Zin. Zin is notorious. If you have never played with Zin before,
great
that
player.
person loves shotguns. Zin's really accurate with a shotgun and slugs. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see that come out today as well, especially on this short range map like Arctic.
Yeah. I not sure what we're going to see from map 1 so far. I think it's going to probably lean towards, oh gosh, I want to say Deathwish might I'm going to say Deathwish is going to win map 1 4-2. I'm going to throw my money out there on that.
I'll give you those odds. I think, you know, I'm going to have to agree with 4-2 sounds like a good matchup for map 1.
And you'd say Deathwish would win it as well?
I think Deathwish would win it as well. Yeah, I don't think I think the casters are in agreement here. I think 4-2 Deathwish. Let's lock in those Vegas odds.
Yeah.
You know, actually, a new feature we have in
YouTube.
Since we moved to YouTube is
shout out YouTube.
I do have the ability to shout out to YouTube. Thank you for welcoming us and, you know, providing this great platform. We moved off Twitch for a lot of reasons. But I think the functionality is better on YouTube, sorry. But we do have the ability to bring some Twitch asset or capabilities like channel points and betting and everything else over. So let me pull up the betting bot here. Give me a couple seconds. You're still missing one on the Unity side. I'll ping them. I asked them what's up.
Yep. I would say that there are certain time restraints we have. So I'm curious to see what's happening here. And if we will actually see map 1 get played, or if we go straight to map 2. That's what I'm curious about. Map 1 is Arctic, in case you have not read the screen yet, or we haven't talked about it. I don't think we have. We did talk about it, but we didn't really say. that it was the map pick. We just started jumping straight into the talk about Arctic.
Yeah, I like a subtle hint with the Zen and the shotguns. Ooh, we are starting this back up.
Oh, okay. Great. Let's hop on in here. Round number 1. So it's currently a 5v4. Unity still only have 4 players right now.
We're good.
And at least they are on defense. It's easier to play with 4 on Volk than it is 4 on Marsoc, I will say. Preston's already got the first kill onto Negan. That's in the center, what I like to call observatory. And I actually like Only Ike's position here. He can kind of... He's laying prone, getting some coverage behind the box while also using these, you know, concrete cylinders. I'm back, got a kill over on Zen in the south over here. Wonder if he had a shotgun in hand. You know, it doesn't quite look like it. Looks like he's got that new specialist weapon, the subsonic rifle. I think
the
might...
MP something.
Yeah,
I can't remember what.
I don't remember the exact.
So it was the MP7 for Marsoc, and it was
just
the use.
Oh, Verdicts. It's called like the Verdicts. Ooh, great kill from Only Ike there. Wonder if
oh, that's what the gun you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the new gun.
Great double kill there from Only Ike. I'm back, kills Vexed, and it's all up to the homebred Oak here, and wow, Unity with 3 remaining. It was actually a 3v5 there at one point, winning the round. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think that it was gonna go that way for round number 1. I did say it was a little easier for Unity to hold with 4 players, and that certainly did prove its case, but I thought Deathwish would have brought a little bit more of a fight that round. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems one of the biggest problems they had. They were going in one at a time. There was a big pause in the center, leaving Unity to pick them off one by one as they came through the hallway. They came in through the north pass around the garage. Mm-hmm. They weren't teaming up and they weren't pinching as a team. That, I think, is the biggest downfall with Deathwish in that first matchup. Yeah,
and I think, I mean, you certainly said it there. I think Only Ike's position was a pretty good spot, because I think what might have happened is when, I want to say it was Preston that was crossing in the north, he checked just behind the concrete cylinders, but since Only Ike was prone behind the box past it, he probably didn't see him, and those footsteps alerted Only Ike, stood up, got the kill, and Pickle was not quite aware of where he was and got picked off on the peak as well. So I think it's just going to take a little bit more coordination from Deathwish if they want to get a couple more kills here. But it does sound like we're going to be hopping into round number 2. Never mind. Round number 1.5 we go back to. That's all right. That's all right. I think it's the same spawn. Was it? I couldn't quite recall. Is there only one spawn on this objective? Well, we still have the same objective, obviously. It's going to be in the center east side of the map, which is right between these 2 little generator rooms. And you really gotta, I think the best approach for this is trying to come in through the north. If you could send 4 players through the north and get at least 2 or 3 alive to get to objective, you've got the round there. You know, you just got to make sure you can clear out that garage that has the van. You got to check your angles and make sure that it's clear before you cross, or at least make sure that you've got a teammate prepared for the refrag immediately when you do cross. I think the north is the route to go, and I'd be shocked if Unity does not take that route, honestly.
Yeah, I have to agree. The north push into this objective is the easiest approach. After that, it would be the center. The south approach is in my opinion, probably like the worst approach to this. There's just too much open ground to cover with a few too many angles to check in on.
Yeah. Looks like we got a 2-2 split from Unity as they still have 4 players. Only Ike and Ethan holding it slow in the north. And now we got a 1-on-1 split. I am back in the south and Negan in the center. I think Vex might get... Oh. Only Ike actually downing Preston in the center. I think Ike got him just while leaving that north warehouse. I am back's in a fight over here with Vexed. He's got to be careful because a nice grenade or flashbang could really put I am back in a bad spot here. Negan does get to confirm, and Vexed gives up his position. Wants to cover the center. Only like takes out Savory Pickle in the north, and Negan takes out Vexed. Unity are cleaning up Death Wish.
I think the predictions we had earlier might be reversed.
I think so.
I think we might see a 4-2 from Unity in this matchup.
Oh, and Zen with a nice refrag onto Only Ike, getting a revive. So now it's a 3v3, but Only Ike is revivable, and no one gets to confirm. So Ethan can go for the revive here and put it back to a 3v4, but Savory's going to go for the confirm possibly, and he gets 2. Well done from Savory. Negan takes out Homebred Oak and is on objective. Is Zen going to be there to prevent the cap? He does. So it's a 2v1. I am back. Last one alive from Unity, but I don't think either Savory Pickle or Zen knows that he is over there in the south. I am back kills Savory, and he's going to go for the last kill on the Zen, but Zen knows he's there. Oh, and he just misses his shots. Attempts to use a flash, can't get him. Between the crates and doesn't connect. Zen clutching it up for Death Wish there.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pickup by Zen at the end, holding that objective down. Nice rotation after that flash, realizing that they gave away their position and had the less dominant angle. Good work.
I love how we spoke too soon again on that round. Where we said, man, maybe Unity might 4-2 them, and then Death Wish you in the round instead.
See, clearly the Onward casting budget could not afford the scripts for this match.
Yeah.
Unlike the Echo and Breachers, where we have the scripts and what's going to happen in advance, the Onward...
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, that's the running joke. Was started in Echo. Was the casters would like predict with like a shadow of a doubt who was going to win in the point spread, and it was the running joke that it scripted.
Oh.
VRML Echo is scripted.
Oh my gosh. I did not know they did that.
Yeah, that's starting to happen in some of the Breachers matchups as well.
You see, I'd be able to predict pretty well who was gonna win back in season 7 when Global Chem was playing, or beginners. I mean, that's easy. Oh, beginners is playing against newbies, or score is gonna be 12-0. You know, Global Chem's playing against Animal House 12-0. It's like, you know. Back then, that's easy predictions. Now, oh my gosh, man, it's like a lot more complicated.
With this new update in season 15, and you know, we're gonna see a lot new things we probably haven't seen before. Nick said we saw P90 in earlier this week.
Don't worry about it.
We've seen some MP5s in comp lobbies.
Deep breaths, everybody.
Yeah.
AKMs are making a comeback. I don't think we'll ever see a Commando make a comeback. I don't know.
I don't think we ever will. Only Ike's got a C4, and I'm curious where he's gonna place it. He's holding it a little funky. Maybe he's just keeping it on his body. but bad smoke. Doesn't quite do much, just makes noise. Oh, we do have a C4 though for Negan's position over here in the north part of this alley. A couple of footsteps moving around in the center as well. It's definitely getting a little bit little antsy, but they are opening up the north helipad entirely here for anyone to move across. Negan could easily take out Pickle here. Oh, and he misses his shots, but he does go swing around and get the kill. He's not ready for Preston. Oh, but he is! Gets Preston. Iron Back kills Zin in the south. Unity are up 4 strong against 2, but they do have to worry about the 2 players that did cross in the north. Ethan's laying prone and gets a kill onto Homebred Oak. That's an unorthodox position. You don't see a lot of players playing prone underneath that white car watching helipad, especially since where Vexed is. You know, you could easily come around and get the kill from another angle, but 1v4 and Preston's only down unless Negan goes for the confirm here. I don't think he knows that he's even still up. Doesn't seem too interested. So curious to see what Vex is going to do to pull this out. I mean, Ninja, I mean, what do you think Vex could do? What would be his best route here?
I think the best route is to take control of this warehouse. You know, with 4 minutes on the clock, you have a lot of time. You can bounce in upstairs, downstairs, over the shipping containers. You can do a lot of work.
Yeah.
The problem they're going to run into is Ethan. Ethan might pick them up in a quick peek out of their eye, no matter which side of the container Vex pops out on.
I have a feeling I am back in here. Vexed as well. It's possible. Vex has to definitely play a little bit more quiet. He's got the time to play it slow here. And he's going to go for the kill onto Ethan. Ethan definitely hears him. And down goes Vexed from Ethan. Under the car. Unity, 2-1. Well done, Unity. Honestly, that is a difficult objective to defend, I find.
Yeah, it's either... Yeah, I think you've seen more caps come out of that specific OBJ more than any other uplink on this map. That
and maybe the one that's in between the 2 white cars in the center.
Yeah, those are the only 2. They're the most exposed. With the defense only can hide so many areas, so it's...
See, I would actually probably say that the one with the 2 white cars is the hardest objective to defend, not just for caps, but in general. You know, like you either have to put someone in the open to protect OBJ, or you just don't protect OBJ. You know, there's just no other way around it, because it's just a very weird spot that it sits. The one that we're at right now, you could still hold a arguably good defense, and it could be challenging for both Marsoc and Volk. I would say it's just as difficult to get to objective, but once you start losing your people in the center and you don't have one staring at that OBJ, it's very capable.
Exactly. Yeah, the difference I think between the center one and the white cars is I think you see a little bit more aggression out of the defense out of the white cars, because there's less places they can actually just hold an angle, so you'll see more flash defenses than sit and hold defense like we see on this one.
Right. Hopping on into round number 4. Still, oh my goodness, Unity has 5 players.
Let's go.
Welcome B-Mill4 to the match. Now Unity's gonna bring the heat. Gonna have to watch out for Zen here. Oh, look at those amazing banners for the Onward All-Stars tournament hosted by yours truly here. That did come and go, but we will have more. Make sure you guys check out those charity tournaments. They are a lot of fun. Just had to do that self-plug. Now back to the match. Oh, Zen might get Ethan here. Oh, but Ethan with the nice little jiggle peek there that gave him the intel and caused Zen to entirely give up his strong position in the center. You see, I like putting two people in that warehouse where Zen was, because having two players makes it really hard for someone to run in there and get a kill without getting killed themselves.
Definitely need some sort of counter push in there with, like you said, having only one person in that center.
Mm-hmm. So only Ike did kill one in the north, and got a trade with Savory Pickle, both going down. So now it's a 3v4. Unity still in the lead with kills, and 3v3 as Zen gets a kill on Ethan. And we do have a south push coming in as I Am Back is approaching objective with some smokes. Is Vex is gonna stop I Am Back. He does have B Mill coming in into the possibly into the warehouse. I think Vex just flashed himself possibly. Oh yeah, definitely. Wow, what a grenade kill. Wait, are you telling me B Mill got that nade kill?
Was that a bean kill out from?
I thought I saw. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think B Mill threw the flash.
I know he threw the flash. I don't know how quick I am on that replay. I don't think I got it, but we'll go ahead and give Unity another round win. For a second, it looked like Deathwish might have taken it, but that south push, once they started to give up not only the north, I mean, well, when the north started to die, then everyone started to rotate north on defense, which allowed the south to rotate in on offense, you know.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Can't tip the boat.
And just like that, we go from the hardest OBJ to the other hardest OBJ.
Yep. You guys can guess it. It's the two white cars in the center. This could be huge for Deathwish. They are on Marsoc, so they could either just get another round and keep them in it, or they could cap it and get it tied 3-3.
Yeah, we should see some really quick actions and a lot of probably a lot of trades right up the center here. You know, you tend to see people go down left and right through the center from north to south when all that free fire comes out.
Right. No, exactly. Oh, that's weird. Replay buffer stopped. All right. I can hear that we're hopping on into the next round. Round number 5. Let's see what Deathwish is going to do here. Looks like a 3-push southeast, 2 maybe going across towards the Volk spawn. Any utility coming out from Volk? No, but a great attempt on a nade. Not catching anyone. Negan gets the first kill on the Vexed, and Zen gets a kill onto Only Ike, one of their heavy hitters. Ethan goes down by Pickle and gets refragged by I Am Back. Homebred Oak gets one, and some utilities coming out onto Zen Rushi, just barely getting naded by B Mill. It's a 3v3 here. A trade comes out between Preston and I Am Back, but I Am Back will get revived. So it's a 2v2. Smokes on OBJ. Oh, and B Mill gets the kill on the Zen. So now it's all up to Homebred Oak. Can he get the kill onto B Mill? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to have the line here. He's going to have to watch out for I Am Back, and I Am Back gets the kill. 4-1. Unity get the win.
So how about those caster predictions?
Yeah, we were slightly off there. I think the league connoisseur predictions were a little bit more accurate on that one.
I think from the league connoisseur, we were looking at a 28-2, or let's look those back up.
something like that.
It was, oh yeah, 28-2. It's like I remember what I had for breakfast.
Not me. I think I had. Did I? No, I didn't have breakfast. Oh no, I had a Snickers bar. I was golfing. That, you know.
It looks like we're doing a rehost here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead to an ad break as we get the next lobby situated.
Hey, chat.
One more to go.
All right, and we are on to map number 2, and that is Cargo. And we've got 5v5. Unity has all 5. Death Wish have all 5. So it looks like we'll be pretty much ready to hop in once they are done with their planning phase. This one, I think, is probably going to be an easy sweep by Unity. I mean, like we said, Unity's got some strong maps, and when they play those maps, they do really well. You know, they're like a hit or miss team. They either they're really strong at the map, or they definitely struggle. You know, Death Wish is kind of, you know, mixed on a wide variety of maps, and we'll kind of see if that still follows in this match. I mean, we were completely wrong about what we thought was going to happen on Arctic, so we'll see if that happens again and Death Wish sweep. But I mean, Unity played really strong on the last map. They had great coordination on attacking objectives for Marsoc, as well as great coordination on defense as to be when to get on objective, how to watch objective, and without sending too many people to one side, and making sure that you're spreading the visuals around. You know, everything's being covered. There's no blind spots. So hopping on in to round number 1. Map number 2. That was weird.
Did you controls just like fly somewhere?
No, it was just like I could see on the screen. It just like cut to black for a second as we hopped in, but we're good now.
Yeah.
All right. Curious to see what's going on here. A lot of flashes early on to slow down the play, and Zinshu's gonna peek on through to get only Ike and I am back. B-Mill does kill Savory on the push as well, but I wonder if he knows Zin's still there. I think he does. He's tossing some flashes. Oh, and just misses with the nade. Oh, and Zen gets the kill on the B-Mill, but he's got Ethan on his 6 still. I think we also had Negan going through tunnel. Yeah, Negan's all the way back here at the tunnel exit.
Yeah, Oak's got to be hearing all these footsteps. He knows he's by himself.
Yeah. Ethan's terrified. I can tell. Ethan does not know what to do, and I'm sure Only Like is just adding the stress. Like, he's there. He's on the right. He's in the center. He's gone the left now. He's back in the center. Oh, Negan got a kill over in the south, and Zin does pick up Ethan. So Negan is last up, and Homebred Oak gets the kill with the Ultimax 100.
That has been an interesting gun when that gun first entered the Onward, and that thing went off next to your ears. And it's like, what gun are you shooting?
Yeah.
Why does that gun have so much bass?
Yeah, it feels like you're in an IMAX theater shooting that gun. Speaking of which, Oppenheimer IMAX, wow, that was something. Have you seen it?
I have not seen Oppenheimer yet.
Oh my gosh! All right, find yourself an IMAX theater that has the 70mm screen for the, like this, or not. Okay, let me clarify.
70mm.
A screen that has a 70mm projector. That is, and that is incredible. Wow, it was honestly like a movie where I was just like, I don't care what the plot is, like this is just visually pleasing and once in a lifetime kind of thing. So do that.
I will add it to my list.
I want to watch a VR match in a movie theater. That'd be cool.
I think we'll put that on the list for the next VRML con.
All right.
IMAX theater. Tickets on sale now.
Yeah, Lipinski requested an IMAX theater for VRML con, so we gotta add it to the budget.
Now I gotta find an IMAX projector.
And then you have to find someone that can print out a live match into film and then put it in the projector. It's a whole other thing. Round 2. No. Okay, never mind. Back to round 1.5.
Not really.
They just wanted our IMAX conversation to stop.
Yeah, they were like, all right, this is off topic. Let's get back to what's really happening here.
This is off. This is not chill zone. Go back to League Gen.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to League Gen. Or no, we were in chill zone. We need to get back on topic for League Gen, you know? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not even gonna... I can hear the beeps. I'm not even gonna switch overlays until someone kills somebody, because if there's another round reset, I'm out.
Oh, I forgot to grab the P20. Guys, pay attention to win.
Just curious to see if Unity's gonna put in the work on this round. They should be prepared for those early flashes. And don't worry, guys, I didn't forget. Round number 2. Only Like trading with Savory Pickle. That's a big pickup for Deathwish, taking out one of their top shooters on Unity and one of their most experienced players as well. Here's Negan and Homebred trade. So it's a 3v3. This could go pretty well for Deathwish because they can make the cross. They've got no one watching the cross in the center here. Ethan's the first one that could do it, but not quite watching that angle. Ethan's chilling out in this container. Oh, but B-Mill with a nice shot on the Vexed in the center. Oh, Ethan's gonna cross.
Great long-range angle.
Yeah. Oh, and Zin makes the cross. Ethan's not watching. But I'm Back does call it out, as he did spot Zin in the center.
Putting Zen versus I'm Back in the middle.
Little ring around the rosy. And Zen wins as he's only down, so Preston can get the revive.
I traded. God damn it.
Zen's a little shocked there, but Preston's gotta focus up here. I think he's gonna smoke and go for the cross on the revive. Ethan's not watching, but oh, Preston's not putting himself in a good spot. And Ethan gets the kill. Unity 1-1. I mean, that was an interesting play by Preston. He knew that someone was over there, so he smoked it so he can get across, and then he just ran right back in the same line of sight that person was in and kept his back to him. Oops.
This is what we call game sense.
Sure is.
Yeah, I do like the global slowdown when it comes to cargo, though. You're seeing a lot less heavy push, heavy flash plays, even the flash point increase. So you're seeing a totally different cargo than we're used to seeing for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
A lot more slow, methodical gameplay. Cargo is Ninja's least favorite map. Ninja's, I'm not bad at it. I just don't like it.
Refer to yourself in the third person.
I don't.
Ninja don't like this map.
Ninja don't like this map. Ninja's not bad at this.
All right, I'm
Ninja
taking
just
notes,
doesn't
Ninja.
like
I'm
it.
taking notes. Okay.
I said I wasn't bad at it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Look, ninjas are supposed to be stealthy, not run and gun.
Fair. Fair. Can't argue with that. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the points on the scoreboard. All right. Round number 3. Who's gonna take the money on this one? Unity or Death Wish? I think Unity's gonna take this one here. It's a hard objective to defend, and so far, Death Wish haven't been doing the best on defense based off of Arctic. If we get some good utility out, it'll be devastating. And wow, the flash is coming in, doing the work. I am back. It's taken out by Zen. Is Savory gonna go for Negan, but doesn't push through, only like takes out Savory Pickle. Zen wants the kill and finds B Mill.
-2.
It's 2 down. 4v3. See, I gotta really stop predicting things because I've been wrong a lot.
I haven't been enjoying
Marco.
it. Zen and Negan are playing Marco Polo over in
Marco.
rooms 2 and 3.
No, I think it's just Zen playing by
else,
himself. It's just one person saying Marco, no one else saying Polo.
See,
They're scared of
Negan,
him.
you're supposed to know the rules of Marco Polo.
He's
You're
scared.
supposed to say Polo.
I think Zen just has to sit where he is. He doesn't need to push out, you know? Because he's got to know that there's like 3 people watching that door that if he tries to run out, you know? So I think he's just going to sit still and let whatever happens, happens. Only like trying to get the homebred Oak, and oh, a trade come out between Zen and Only Ike, and here goes the revive. Say it, Negan. Say Polo right now. Oh man, that would have been a perfect moment. Oh, Only Ike.
Guard box. I think that's Echo 2.
Got an accurate kill
32.
count. Yeah. Good smokes. The top fragger from Death Wish is out right now. And the top fragger from Unity is still alive. Gets another kill, so now it's just up to Preston, and he's not rotating.
Oh, this is Preston's getting hyper focused on Negan. He hears the footsteps.
And Negan's gonna get the kill here. Yep.
Just like that.
In a 4v3 situation, Unity get the win.
Let's see if Unity can hold the same objective as...
What'd you say?
I don't know. It's been a long day. I'm mad at my computer.
I feel that. No, I understand.
Unicron over here. I don't know what I called Unity.
Uniki or something like that? Like
Uniki.
Like they're a eunuch? They're all wearing eunuchs?
Uniki over here. We'll see if they can hold down the same objective. This diamond objective is, like you said, notoriously hard to defend.
Yeah, so I mean, if Unity can defend this objective, I think they might just take the map then, because that puts them at a 3-1 lead, and I'm pretty certain that the next objective after this is going to be one of the easy ones to defend, which is like the far north objective. Although it actually could be the new objective that they added, which is kind of like in the center, but in the north, like around those boxes. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, they added an objective?
Yeah. I mean, not like this season, but like... Sorry, I've been playing since season 3, alright? So, yes, they added a new objective to Cargo. They added it like a season or 2 ago. I don't know exactly.
Oh, yeah. The ones near green container, like the boxes and stuff.
Yeah. See?
Well, it's like they added a new objective. I was like, when?
Yeah, right next to the new container, you know?
Oh, gosh, have I not gotten to that objective yet?
Yes. You have to walk up the invisible staircase. It takes you to the second floor of the map. It's on the scaffolding in the ceiling. Oh, M203 smoke actually does not seem like it went where it was supposed to go. Look at all that utility coming out from Deathwish. And Zen's pushing right in. Oh, Zen's on objective, going for the cap. Is he quick enough? He is! What a cap from Zen with 4 players up on objective.
Yeah, well, the fact that they moved the objectives so you can cap on the other side is definitely was a surprise in the recent update. It's hurt a lot of teams, I think, in pubs and everything else.
Yep.
If you didn't know that objective is now capable from the other side of that door.
When did they do that? How new is that?
It's been around since season 8.
I joined
VRML during the hiatus tournament. I started as a reservist, and I just kind of like was an observer, and then.
Oh my gosh, the hiatus tournament! I remember that.
Yeah, I've only been around that long, so.
Did I even play in that? I don't think I did.
5 seasons. I'm going on season 5.
Weak. Come on, get on my level.
Right.
I will never forget the day and how I found out about this league. It was a beautiful day. It was, oh gosh, what year was this? 2017? 16?
16?
That doesn't sound right.
So season 7,
Maybe.
3 or 4 was 17, I think. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it was 2017. I started playing the game 2016 though. Because I remember I got the game 2016 after I finally got my VR headset after working at McDonald's. Man, I was not loving it. But yeah, and then like a year later I joined the league, so. Round 4.
Let's see, you officially registered 2018.
Really?
So, 1 year off, so.
Well, was that because of Ronin?
Yeah.
Well, I joined a team before Ronin. It for some reason it didn't track it on the website.
We've gone through a series of updates. Back to the action.
Oh, down goes in their top fragger and capper. Now it's a 4v4. All Deathwish have to do is to hold this objective, and they can stay in the series and go on to map number 3 and give themselves the advantage of picking it as well. Wow, Unity is playing super slow. I think they're worried that they did not kill Zen the first kill. Oh, Preston gets a trade with Negan. Negan's revivable, and now it's all up to Savory Pickle in a 1v4. I'm already gonna say it's a 1v4. Although
they're gonna get that
I don't know.
revive.
Ethan was kind of running the opposite direction for a second. All right, 1v4. What?
I think they just want to make sure no one gets the cap.
I guess so.
I think they're just trying to bring it. They started hearing Ike's footsteps, got real concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
I mean, yeah. I mean, with the way, you know, especially that close to the OBJ, one flash, you know, for us, you know, us individuals that can flash cap, or you know, what?
Don't say us. I can't do it. There's no way I could do it. I'm a slow capper.
We've seen some slow caps. Who was it earlier today? I think Midget Man had a 15-second cap.
Wow. Midget Man.
I have to go back.
Hey, Midget Man, you know what you should do? You should practice on my map. Cap practice. It's a great map. Helps you practice.
I'm so glad that they added that back.
Bro, it's okay, let's.
Well, you created it. They added it back. They removed it too. So.
Yeah, that's true. They did remove it. Don't even remember why they removed it. Oh, that's right. Because the thumbnail, it wasn't a picture of my map. I'm like, what? So I had to do it all over again. I actually had to remake the whole map because at the time I was files. Yeah. Yep. I'm very responsible, as you could tell. Lost the files to Paintball, lost the files to Paintball version 2, lost the files to Oil Depot, lost the files to Cap Practice. And then I definitely deleted the files to any PC VR map I made back in 1.7.
Well, you heard it here first. If you're gonna make stuff, make sure it backs up on the cloud.
Yep.
Email. The flash is not gonna stop their free fire.
All right. Can Deathwish save the series here for themselves? And some utility coming out. The flash is actually not going to do anything because they're way too high. But Zen gets the first kill on the B mill. Oh man. One smoke was effective. Still got a second one that needs to be adjusted though.
There's one in dark corner, dark box.
There was a lot of wasted utility over the middle there.
Yeah. Wow. And Savory just chilling in the open, surviving the onslaught of gunfire. There is also a C4 on this pipe here, so if anyone tries to run up. Boom. Wow, okay. A lot more wasted utility as well. Yep, down goes Pickle. Preston kills I Am Back. Oh, and a trade with Negan. Zen's gonna kill Ethan. It's only Ike that's left alive. A cap's going out. Oh my, wow! Preston.
Zen with 2 caps, 13 kills. MVP of Cargo.
Wow. Impressive. That is insane. 5-3 Deathwish. Wow. I don't even know what the original prediction was.
I think we predicted Unity, but
Oh my god.
so whatever we're predicting right now, that's
The
who's gonna
opposite.
lose.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well played from Deathwish. I mean, well, especially Zin. He 13 kills and 2 caps certainly helped Deathwish out on that map. I'm sure if they had a rostered player available at this point, Deathwish will just probably keep him on the bench and keep this reservist on hand.
You only get one more chance to use them though. Remember, you can only use reservist twice. Well, the same reservist twice, I should say.
Like 2 maps?
No.
Oh,
You mean map 3. Sorry,
Yeah, for map 3. Yeah, no, I did. I thought
we are not in sync here. It's our first cast of the season. We'll get there.
Yeah. Just give us some time. I do need a cast with you more, Ninja. I like the vibes. I hope everyone else does.
I think there's, based on the chat, they like our historical conversations, and I think we'll see some comments about our.
I mean, you gotta be feeling it too, though, Ninja. You gotta feel it too. If you don't feel the magic, I'll just I'll stick with Nightfire. I'll just co-cast with Nightfire. You know.
See, I would sing right now, but I don't want to get like copyright striked.
I don't think you're that good.
I don't know.
What do you think map 3 is gonna be?
Let's see. Okay, so we banned Q1. Oh no, Q1's on the table. Sorry. Downfall, Snow Peak, Arctic, and no Quest. What was the bands? Jeez, I forgot already.
What?
I'm terrible. Okay, Subway, Downfall, Shipyard, and Snow Peak are banned. We played Arctic and Cargo. I don't know. I think we're looking for another small matchup. So probably Bazaar, maybe.
It's Tanker. It's Tanker.
Tanker.
Yeah,
it's Tanker.
Hey, I actually predicted something right. I said on map 1 that map 3 would be Tanker. Although it was a little bit of a different prediction. It was if Deathwish don't do well on map 1, then they will probably play Bazaar. But Tanker would have been my first guess. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna come down to, can Unity play at night? You know, are they a good team at night? And if not, then Deathwish are gonna do really well because they did phenomenal season 14 on Tanker. And this is one of Unity's worst maps in season 14. Although to be fair, Unity has had a lot of players play on their team, so the roster may not be the exact same as what it was last season.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like I said, we're seeing with this global slowdown, you're seeing different, these small maps are starting to be played a lot slower. There's not.
And the windows are bullet penetrable now.
And the windows are bulletproof.
Nope, penetrable.
Or penetrable, sorry. The windows don't exist. No, they're not penetrable. They don't exist because you can walk through them, too.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. You can walk through them.
There's glass, though. You can shoot through. When you shoot it, there's glass that breaks.
Nope. Oh, is that what it is? The glass breaks?
Well, no, I mean, like, there's... yeah.
No. Go fly your camera through it.
Yeah,
you can fly your camera.
Wait, hold on. I can't fly through this window, but I can fly through that window. That's weird. And they're the same shape.
Some have glass, some don't. I don't know. I know I've been able to walk through those windows, so I'm gonna say the window does not exist.
Okay. I was pretty sure that when you shoot through the window, it still makes the particle effect of it like going through glass. But I could be wrong. I'd have to do some experimenting.
Well, let's see if somebody wants to play peekaboo in the window. That's the real question. Who's played Tanker enough? Who's played Tanker enough to know that these windows either don't exist or are penetrable?
Oh, and another... that's not a bad smoke. Oh my gosh, Only Light just launched a C4 across the map. Doesn't get anyone though. I will say Deathwish does. I think their utility have not been on point today. They've used a lot of utility that has shown up to be wasted, and I think that they would be doing far better in these rounds if their utility landed where they were probably hoping for them to land. Only like does get vexed here.
Proper use of utility and capitalizing it make or break a team.
Wow, I will say Deathwish have a lot of utility though to spare. All right, 3v3. Great flash though, getting Preston and Zen. Homebred does kill Ian back, so it's still a 2v2. And the top fragger from Deathwish is still alive. Homebred kills Negan, and now it's all up to B-Mill, but he's got a great flash. Don't know if he got anyone. Zen does know where B-Mill is, but is he gonna go for the cap? Oh no, he gets the kill. Deathwish getting the first round win.
I think Zen wanted the cap, but those footsteps were too close.
Hey, Ninja. All right, hear me out. Do you think I was right at the beginning of this predictions of all the way at the start?
I think round 1 is always the right prediction, and then it flips immediately. Round 2 or 3. I think we've been correct round 1 on every map. I think we predicted Deathwish to win. Or no, who? I think we predicted Deathwish to win on Arctic, and Unity won. And then we predicted Unity to win on Cargo, and they got an early lead, and Deathwish won. I think, yeah. I'm going to go with Unity. I'm just going to do it.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Deathwish came out first. I think you predicted Deathwish. You've been wrong. So.
Okay.
just
okay.
No sass.
I will say to the audience right now, in the scoreboard it shows 0 for Arctic. There's some kind of bug that happened while on cast. They had 1 point from Deathwish on Arctic, I believe. So we'll get that fixed though. Map 2 is accurate though. 5-3 Deathwish.
Getting out those casting cobwebs with this brand new casting package.
Yep. Oh, what a C4 toss by Pickle. And Pickle doesn't know the windows are... Pickle didn't know! Pickle didn't know! He was standing there so confidently!
Coming from north.
Gun down and everything.
Yes. Oh my gosh. He's probably got his jaw dropped right now in the lobby.
He is screaming, what is going on? Somebody's going to play free roam later and discover those windows.
Yeah.
Oh. After every update, this goes to prove. After every update, you need to go look at what's changed.
I'm also pretty sure that 2 windows are bulletproof, but 1 isn't. Oh, Vax killing only Ike, making it 3-4. Giving Deathwish another chance here as their top fragger only like is down. Man, I feel so bad for Pickle because he had a great C4 location and everything.
Yeah, that's...
I'm surprised no one on his team warned him. Hey guys, windows are... You can shoot through them now.
It depends if you played this as a team or like, you know, we've gone through this for so many seasons and so many years. Yeah. You know, when I think I first got shot through those windows, when I first got shot through the window, I think I had the same kind of effect.
Oh, Homebred. Flashed. All up to Homebred Oak here. Negan attempting for the wide flank. 1v4. Can Homebred Oak clutch it up? My prediction says unlikely.
Or will Negan make it to the stairs in time?
Yeah, I know, right? For it to be actually useful. Oh, he gets 1. Oh, he gets 2. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. All right, my heart started to flicker there a little bit. Okay, what the heck?
I do not know why that happens in this game. Oh, let me fix that. For some reason, the YouTube algorithm
What?
puts this game, like, I don't know. The YouTube algorithm puts the game as Rainbow Six.
Really?
It's left null by default.
Yeah.
So we haven't put anything in there, but the YouTube AI is like, yes, this is Rainbow Six.
I mean,
and on some people's it says it's Counter-Strike.
Is that giving us more views, or
I don't know.
people stumbling here like, oh wow, Rainbow Six looks a lot different. Like, what's going on? Why? And then the same with CS:GO players.
I haven't played this update in a while.
Yeah. It's like, geez, man, they really just keep adding to this game, don't they?
Alright, let me fix this.
Ooh. Next objective is underground. Don't have to worry about any whatchamacallits. Windows on this one.
Whatchamacallits. I like it. See, in the YouTube studio, it shows blank. It doesn't show anything.
Nice.
Onward. Save.
Round 3.
What?
What? They don't know what objective it is. They just used the M203 at the start, thinking that it was above ground.
That is very unfortunate.
Oh,
Yeah.
They are definitely pushing it like it's the top objective too.
Yep. Oh my good.
Or maybe that was the intent. I don't know.
So
I like that. That was funny. Only Ike and Vex both peeked at the same time, and they both crouched down at the same time because they both were scared of getting hit. Oh, C4. Not in a great spot by Ike, but I wonder if Ike knows that you can actually move C4 after you've dropped it. Didn't matter though. Team kill from Homebred Oak. And he knows that was a team kill too.
One echo. I killed one south.
No, you didn't, Ike. You didn't kill him.
Nope.
You thought you were that good, Ike, to actually get a kill with a C4 there? No. Homebred's only got that skill.
I'm not sure if even the explosive rays would have caught.
No, I think they definitely would have gotten it either way. Wait, whoa, Savory, where did you come from?
Nice one.
Just rushing into the objective room on his own and from the back. Was not at all expecting that.
Oh, you're seeing some unique plays in this matchup. I do like it.
Oh man, almost got only Ike there with those pre-fire shots. Only like just sitting there, praying that he doesn't get pre-fired here. Now he probably wishes he still had that C4.
He was definitely sitting there looking for somebody's foot to come.
I think so, yeah. 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
I know when I'm just sitting in smoke, I just tend to swing my knife around aimlessly.
Oh, good flash, gets Ethan. Don't know if it got Ian back though. Oh, but Vex getting Ian back. Kills Beat Mill. What a 3-piece by Vex. Can he go for 4? Oh, and he doesn't. 1v1. All up to Preston, who is... Where is Preston? Okay.
Rotating all the way in the back.
Yeah. I think Preston missed his chance there. If he was where he was 40 seconds ago and rushing in there with his other 3 teammates, probably wouldn't have been able to easily sweep up this round here. Now it's going to make it a little bit more challenging for Preston to win this 1v1. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
If they go really slow, they'll be able to, as long as they don't make a step, they'll have the advantage on Negan, I think.
Yeah.
But once... Well, I'm going to listen in right here, see if I can hear a footstep. But once one step's heard, he's moving really slow, though.
Yeah.
I
think he's playing it too slow too soon. But I guess better safe than sorry.
Well, you got 2 minutes to...
Curious if Preston thinks that he's not making any footsteps right now. When he actually like slowly walks. Like that right there. I wonder if he
They're
thinks...
so loud.
I know. It's like when you're waking up at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night at your parents' house and you're just trying not to make any noise going down the stairs to get a drink or a snack.
Negan's in the same spot. They're doing, I mean...
The fact that Negan isn't moving is shocking. I mean, is Negan even looking behind himself for someone to cap?
No, not occasionally.
Oh, he hears him. He hears him.
This is where you need to go prone and just come through.
Uh-huh.
You've gone too loud.
Yeah.
38 seconds.
But Negan's still not sure that he's even the last guy. Oh, Negan's gonna push it! Oh, wow. Wow, Negan really taking a chance there by pushing Preston.
Well, I mean, you know this game has some peekers advantage to it, so...
Right, but I mean, I don't think Preston had even a slight chance of where Negan was until he moved. So that would have been an even better advantage, but...
As soon as Negan pushed, Preston dropped the rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
He's like, oh, he's running up to me. Let me inch closer by pointing my gun down to get a better angle on him. Yeah, I don't know.
That's rough. When you get that close to the objective or that close to a point of entry, you gotta have your gun up at all times until you get right on that doorway. Then you can use the little speed boost to swing.
Yep. Exactly.
2v1 Unity. Looks like it's going in my favor.
Curious to see how Deathwish are going to defend this objective. If they're going to play aggressive or if they're going to try to just play completely tight like Unity did.
Yeah, interesting if we see those fast pushes at the beginning. And these port side stairs. Port side? No.
I think Zin is going to play aggressive here, probably to go upstairs and do something there, do some damage from above. Nope, never mind. He's got a Molotov. My back kills Preston in the north.
Only I and Vex are duking it out downstairs.
What's that?
What is that? Oh, that's lighter. I was like, what is that on the ground? Okay, playing pretty tight from Death Wish. I like what Zin's got going on. He's got a Molotov in this corner so that if someone starts coming that way, all he has to do is shoot the Molotov and prevents a jiggle peek from that corner.
That is a good combo. I haven't used it in a long time because I just end up shooting the person or misfiring and trying to shoot the Molotov and the person just flicks and kills me.
Yeah.
I do love the effort. I've used it with like the C4 combo and the Molotov to amplify it so I don't have to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
There's a C4 on the back door as well.
I did see that, yeah. Not sure how effective that'll be.
Who has the clacker for it?
Could be Zen. I saw Zen had a C4 earlier, but I don't know if that's his. Could be like Pickle or something.
Yep. Zen has a clacker.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Dude.
You're fucking mad.
The second team kill from Homebred.
I hear movement everywhere. 3-4 now. 3-4 now.
Negan's coming in through the west in the back. And speaking of back, I Am Back is coming in through the center lane. Looking for peeks, might get Pickle. Nope, doesn't get Pickle. But he will if Pickle peeks this.
They are definitely hitting all these doors at the same time. This is a good staging.
It is. Down goes Vex from Only Ike.
Vex is dead, he's in the south tunnel.
Pickle's not prepared for B-Mill here.
You didn't get my friend.
I Am Back, cleaning them up with a 3-piece
Well done.
on objective, making it 3-1 Unity. Dang, I really called it too soon on this map.
I told you I was going to go against you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Deathwish got that early point. And I want Deathwish to get some points.
I do too. I want it to be
I am
7
ready.
rounds here.
It is the upstairs objective, so this is a fun one to defend.
And capable.
It is easily capable.
Yeah.
Will Zen get their 3rd cap of the match?
I know, right?
Tune in next time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for showing up for season 15, week 1 match of Deathwish vs Unity. Part 2 will be coming out soon. Make sure to like and comment if you want a part 2 to this video.
Make sure you download the DLC.
Yep. Subscribe. Yeah, it's like those TikToks where they're like, "Oh, 1,000 likes and we'll, part 2 coming soon." They lead up to like, "We're gonna throw a wrecking ball onto a trampoline," and the whole first part is just them getting the supplies, bringing the wrecking ball up to the top of the tower, and they're like, "All right, and for part 2, watch us drop it." You're like, I just watched 2 minutes of this video on TikTok. Like, I don't even watch 2-minute TikToks, but I just watched a 2-minute TikTok just for there to be a part 2. That's how it feels, Why am I talking about TikTok? I don't know.
I think we should get into that. This is a good sales pitch. I mean, social media.
Yeah, no, we are on TikTok. What are you talking about?
VRML has a TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I comment on like all of their videos.
Whatever
I get no
X
replies.
is. We're on all the social medias.
Yeah.
Twitter, X, whatever they're calling themselves today.
X.
I don't know. What are they calling it?
It's X,
Okay.
but you still make tweets with it.
One on the objective going left.
All right, here comes some utility. Is it going to be effective? One's already ineffective. There, no, that's some good utility there.
Tons of smoke coming out.
Yeah, but some good flashes in return. A lot of great flashes. Zen gets one. Doesn't see Ethan though. Savory's just pushing in. Oh, Savory. 2v4. Oh, Zen gets another. Oh, and it gets only iked. And he gets hit. Oh my goodness. He gets Negan as well. All up to B Mills. Oh! Oh! B Mills saves it! He saves! How did that happen?
Out of nowhere, B-Mill, the smoke dissipated and B-Mill just came out of nowhere. I think Zen was pulling up the tablet.
Wow. I am a little bit shocked. I have to say, I did not think that, I thought that round was going to Deathwish on the very last second.
There's definitely been some close matchups in this matchup.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
There's been some close calls and some comebacks in plenty of these rounds throughout this matchup tonight.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have any way of fixing the scoreboard on here, but it doesn't look like it, so... It's 1-4 Arctic, 5-3 Cargo, 1-4 Tanker. Our winners are Unity 2-1 with a total score of 11-7. Or if we want to go by home team versus away, 7-11 was the final score.
I like it.
I like it too. 7-11. We gotta promote that for sure. I do want to see if we can pull up some of the replays here on what I captured. I got quite a few replays. Real question is, where do I go to do that? Still working on that.
New asset package, new buttons. There's
Yeah.
We'll get it for you next time.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of replays. Nope, that's not it. That's not the button. So, great. Well, Ninja, how do you think this match went so far?
This was, I think, a great start to the NA season. We had a few OA casts or APAC casts this season already. We had 1 or 2 EU. No, I think we had 3 EU casts this season already. This is the first NA cast of the season, and I am not disappointed one bit. Nice back and forth from all the players, all the teams.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great match to cast. It was pretty close. I mean, it had me. I could not predict what was gonna happen on this match. I wasn't even close to being able to predict it, but I'm happy with what we got to see today. We saw some pretty cool plays as well. I'd be happy to show those replays. I think we have this. This is a replay. Yeah, so I got this replay of B-Mill clutching it up. As for the rest of the replays, I think we will create a video for later. But that is it for Season 15, Week 1, Deathwish versus Unity. Thank you to our sponsors, ProTube VR and HyperX. Couldn't do that without you, and we also couldn't do it without everyone watching today. Thank you to everyone that's watching on YouTube. Thank you for helping us switch platforms. Hope everyone enjoys it more on YouTube now. We can stream multiple matches at the same time without having to worry about who gets what channel. It's all at the same spot. You don't have to go to any other YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe here so that you can stay up to date in all the next matches. Thank you, Ninja Salad, for co-casting. It's been a pleasure. I had a lot of fun co-casting with you. Glad you hopped in. And
yeah, I've had a lot of fun tonight. I think this is our first community, or not community cast. This is our first cast together.
It is. It is. I was a little scared. Not for you. Not for you. For me. For me. I was scared about myself messing up. And I did. So I guess I don't have to be scared anymore because it's already happened. But thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned. We will have some more matches coming up soon. I believe we've got some matches tomorrow. I think right now starting right now is Black Watch versus Arc Wolves. And we have a couple matches tomorrow as well. So stay tuned. And thank you guys all for watching. We will see you in the next stream.
Onward VRML is brought to you by Downpour Interactive, HyperX, ProTube VR. Thanks for watching VRML.